Howdy, howdy, fellow YouTubers. Mr. Z bunch of numbers here. As I can see, there's quite a few responses out there for you guys in the re-intro video, especially even some of you that have been my subscribers for quite a while have actually asked a couple of questions. So I'll first start off by answering the questions in this video, and then I'll get to the review. For some of you, you're asking how many cars I have roughly. I think I have right around 1,200 Hot Wheels, Matchbox, etc., etc., all in the package, and probably another 300 that's loose that I've played with and that are all beat to heck. But yeah, so that's that. And then some of you are asking, I have some cars that I haven't reviewed that you saw in my re-intro video. Yes, there are some that I have that I haven't reviewed, but I definitely did the Baja Bug Super Treasure Hunt. That was the one I got from Big Lots for when they had just put out a bunch of displays, and there was like 2 regulars and a super, and I did a video on that. But again, I'll go through and review my collection again so you guys can get a better look of what I have. But yeah, so there are going to be some cars that you haven't seen before or you missed the video, but there will be more reviews. So anyways, that addresses those questions for the most part. Now on to the cars that I've bought since I've had the issues with my YouTube and all that computer junk. So, to get started, a Speedosaurus Rex from the 1995 model series. Pretty cool little car. I actually have this one from my childhood too that's opened, but I found this at my local flea market they sell Hot Wheels 6 for $5, and they're pretty much ranging anything from 1996 all the way up until like the early 2000s, and they're selling them at 6 for $5. So I go there about every other weekend and pick up about 6 or 12 Hot Wheels. And yeah, so look forward to those. And then the next couple are going to be some error cars. I have the Camaro convertible concept with one front wheel that has the chrome trim black spokes and then an all chrome wheel, and this car is supposed to have all chrome wheels on all 4, as you probably know. This is on a really beat up car, and I think the other collectors in my area left it because it's pretty much destroyed card wise, but the blister is still tight and hasn't been dinked with, so that's cool looking error. And then the next 2 I found today are the Pontiac Firebird 400. Now you probably won't be able to tell because my camera isn't the most high def thing in the world, but there is a big difference in the paint in these cars. This one has the metallic kind of pearl baby blue, and this one, the top one, has kind of just a plain flat blue. It's like they forgot to put the pearl coating on it, so it's just a darker blue, and I don't know if you can tell or not, but it is darker, and it definitely is visible with at least a high def camera, maybe not at mine, but yeah. And then this one on the bottom that has the normal paint has an error wheel. So kind of interesting to find 2, what you would say, either one's a variant and then the other one's regular, or that's an error paint variation and that's an error wheel. So pretty cool. And found another Avanti treasure hunt. I found these at my Kroger's, the Firebirds and the Avanti. There was a big 4-sided display that had already been gone through, but they missed the Avanti regular. It was on the very bottom, at the very back. So, yeah, I picked up another one, why not? And then the next one is the GTO Judge. I do have another one of these, but the reason I picked this one up is it seemed like there were about 3 or 4 of these where the paint, when they put it on, they didn't put it on heavy enough, so it's like in spots you can kind of see where it's darker, where the metal kind of shows through the paint. You won't be able to see it too well because my camera's not HD. But yeah, and the graphics on the side aren't applied right, so I figured, hey, why not pick it up? It's close enough to an error. And as one of you pointed out, I have a Chevrolet treasure hunt. Like I said, I wasn't going to get, but it was the last car for 2010 that I didn't have, and I just wanted to complete my set, so I went ahead and picked it up, and I kind of, once I saw it in real life, it's not too bad. It's got kind of a flat red base paint, and it kind of looks a little bit pinkish because it's a little bit see-through, but it's flat red with some pretty decent looking flames. Not, I wouldn't say the greatest in my opinion, but still, it looks a lot better in real life than it does in pictures. So yeah, I was convinced that it was decent, and I got this because of a trade. I got this Chevrolet Treasure Hunt and a 63 T-Bird, which is a brand new Treasure Hunt Mix E that's out right now. I got those two for a Johnny Lightning White Lightning chase car, which is basically Johnny Lightning's version of a treasure hunt. It has the white tires instead of the regular black, and I traded for these two cars. I traded the White Lightning, and I think the White Lightning was a sprint, a dirt track race car, like Sprint. I don't know if you guys know what that is. I won't go into explaining it. If you want to know, look it up. It's cool, but it's not like a muscle car or anything. The next three I got from one seller on eBay for practically for free because he really screwed up. He sent these three cars, the Corvette, a Mustang Treasure Hunt, and the Express Lane Treasure Hunt, to the wrong house, and it took about a month to organize. So I had to send a package that me and Mrs. Z got to another house, so we had to pay for the shipping to the other house to get our item. And then eventually that got refunded, and ended up refunding almost all of the money I paid for these three cars. So basically I got them for probably like $2 or $3. So I got the Mustang Mach 1 Treasure Hunt from 1999, Express Lane Treasure Hunt also from 1999, and Corvette Central 1975 Corvette Stingray with Rio Rider tires, metal base. Pretty cool looking car. You don't see very many of these, but a very limited run. The next two are garage cars. The 73 Ford Falcon XB, brand new, pretty fresh release. Flying Monkey says hola. And then I also got the Shelby Cobra 427. Now this is in a plain metal finish with red, white, and blue. Race grooves, I think you might like this one with the red, white, and blue. I think this one qualifies for your collection, so wouldn't be surprised to see you pick that one up. I know that you don't like the rubber tire Real Rider cars because you like your track cars, but I don't know, that's a pretty cool car. And then the next one I got is another 57 Chevy Bel Air. I have like 2 or 3 of these, but this one, I noticed it, I compared it to other ones. It is a lighter gold variation, so I'm assuming kind of like the Pontiac that this is another variation, and maybe it's a little less common, but it's a lighter gold than the other ones I've seen. And then last but not least is the GMC Motorhome. Now this is a $15 car on a book price. It has a kind of a little bit of a cut in the top there, which isn't that big of a deal. I got this for $3. So a $15 car was probably about worth about 10 with the cut in the top. But I got it for $3. Pretty sweet deal from a 1990s, I think it's a 1996 mainline car, collector number 524. Look it up if you want to. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've had over the last, I don't know, probably about a month as far as cars. So anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed, and if you have any other questions or comments, feel free to leave them below, and I'll try to answer them as best I can. Peace until my next update.